Now next, that is basically we are talking here about the size of our country. Now size means, in size we'll discuss about the area, we'll discuss about the north to south distance of the country, we'll discuss about east to west distance of the country, and which position India lies in the world in area wise, or we can say which position India lies in the world in population wise. So here we have to do the size of India. So students, India is 7th largest country in the world according to area wise, after Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil and Australia. Right. So India is 7th largest country in the world in area wise, and the land boundary of India is about 15,200 kilometers. Now land boundary is about 15,200 kilometers. How the 15,200 kilometers is here? So we can say that if we have started moving from this Gujarat region, and we can say the bound means, we can say that the distance of international boundary of our country, that is basically we can say it is 15,200 kilometers. So this is basically we can say the land boundary of India, 15,200 kilometers. So 15,000 kilometers, 15,200 kilometers, that we can say that we are having a huge, or we can say large international boundary of the country. The next one that we can say, that is the latitudinal extent influences the duration of day and night as one moves from south to north. So to means it is basically a confusion. So to remove this confusion, we have decided the standard meridian of the country, which passes through center of the country. So standard meridian also plays very important role, because it is very important to calculate the time of the country, or it is very important to decide the time of the country according to the time zones, or we can say according to the Greenwich meridian, or according to the Greenwich timeline. So according to the Greenwich timeline, we have decided the standard meridian of our country, that is 82 degree 30 minutes eastern longitude, which passes from the center of the country, which exactly passes from Naini. But according to NCERT, if we move, it passes from exactly from Mirzapur, which is in Prayagraj, or you can call which is in Allahabad. So the northern frontiers of India, they are different. They are basically, we can say, they are defined largely by the young fold mountain Himalayas. We are calling young fold mountain Himalayas. Why we are calling young Himalayas? Because the height of the Himalayas is increasing day by day. So means in the western side we are having Pakistan, and we can say desert area, that is Thar desert situated in the country. Then southern peninsula is basically bordered by, we can say, Western Ghats. Then we are having Eastern Ghats. So basically we can say southern peninsula is basically bordered by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So you can say the elevation of Western Ghats is higher than Eastern Ghats. So some important rivers also we are having. According to rivers also, we have divided our country into several parts. So some of the important rivers in the country we are having, that we can say Ganga, Brahmaputra, Krishna, Kaveri, Indus. These are very important rivers in the country. So Ganga, Brahmaputra means Ganga, we are having origin, that we will study basically in the drainage chapter. Then we are having Brahmaputra from Mansarovar Lake. So means these are the important rivers. Then Indus also we are having. So these are important rivers of the country. They are also dividing the country into several regions. And some of the peninsular important rivers we are having, that we can say Krishna and Kaveri. So these are very important rivers of the country. Now students, I have just discussed related to the standard meridian of the country. Now see, standard meridian, that is very important. That is very important of the country. Means according to the standard meridian, we used to calculate the time of every country. Means every country have its own standard meridian. So we used to calculate the time according to the standard meridian. India's standard meridian, that is we can say 82. That is we can say that 82 degree 30 minutes eastern longitude. Now how we used to calculate the time? I'll tell you how we used to calculate the time. As earlier I told you that 0 degree is basically the longitude, and this 0 degree is also called Greenwich timeline. according to the Greenwich timeline, the whole world, the countries of the whole world, they used to decide their time. And whatever standard meridian they are deciding, that should be divisible by 7 degree 30 minutes. Or we can say that all the longitudes, the countries they are deciding as their standard meridian, that should be in the interval of 30 minutes. So we can say that the standard meridian of every country having the difference of 30 minutes. Now how we are calculating the time? Students, you may have seen in some electronic gadgets, or you may have seen in laptops or in mobiles, we used to decide the time, and you basically used to decide the time here, means some time zones we are having in the laptops or mobiles, that we used to found like in this manner: GMT plus 5:30, IST, and the 4 main cities, name of 4 main cities was basically, or is basically, we used to find in those gadgets. Whenever we used to click on this time zone, automatically in our gadgets time used to set. Now students, how this 5:30 come here? It is very important to understand how we used to find out the time. So how the 5:30 is come here, right? So we can say that 0 degree is standard, 0 degree is the Greenwich timeline, and we used to say that our standard meridian is 82 degree 30 minutes east, or we can say 82 and half, because in a hour we are having 60 minutes, so half we used to call 30 minutes. So we can also call 82 and half as the standard meridian of the country. Now see how this 5:30 came here. Now students, it is very important, you can note it down here, that whenever we are calculating the time of western longitudes, the time will come in negative. Whenever we used to calculate the time of, we can say, eastern longitudes, the time will be in positive. Now earlier we have done that India's longitudinal extent basically lies in eastern longitudes. So we can say that we have to calculate the time of eastern longitudes. So here the positive means this plus sign came here just because of this condition. Now the question arising here, that how 5:30 came here. So see students, from 0 to 82 and half, the longitudinal gap if we are having, that is again we can say 82 and half. 82 and half is the longitudinal gap. Now how we used to calculate the time? We all know that Earth rotates 360 degree in 24 hours. So Earth used to rotate 360 degree in 24 hours. So how much the Earth will rotate in 1 hour? So in 1 hour the Earth will rotate, that we can say 360 upon 24. So we can say 15 degree. So in 1 hour the Earth will rotate 15 degree. So how much the Earth will rotate means how much in 1 degree, how much time will be taken by the Earth to cover 1 longitude. So 1 degree we can calculate that in 1 hour we can say 15 degree. So 1 degree, that we can say 60 upon 15. So we can say 4 minutes. So 1 degree longitude is covered by Earth in 4 minutes. So how much time will be taken by the Earth to cover 82 and half longitudes? So we can calculate 82 and half. Whenever you will multiply by 4, you will find 330 minutes, because this 4 is in minutes. So 330 minutes. Now we will convert 330 minutes into hours. So you can convert it, we will find 5 hours 30 minutes. So this is how the 5 hours 30 minutes came here. So whenever we used to click on this time zone, we automatically find out the time of our country according to the Greenwich timeline. So this is how we used to calculate the time of our country. This is how we used to decide the time of our country. Now see, standard meridian is very important. If we are not having standard meridian in the country, then we used to find the time variation, because approximately 30 longitude gap we are having in India from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, and if we are having 30 longitude gap between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh, then we can say that means 120 minute or 2 hours variation we will find between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh. So in every means we can say that at every longitude we will find different time. So to eliminate this problem, we have decided the standard meridian of the country, so that we used to have the similar, or we can say universal time in whole country, or we can say the same time throughout the country. That's why we have decided the standard meridian as 82.5 eastern longitude of India, which passes from the center of the country and the exact place, that is Mirzapur in Allahabad, or you can say in Prayagraj. Okay, so now the next point from this chapter that which we have to cover, that is that we had already discussed, means basically southern peninsula is surrounded by, or we can say bordered by, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So Western Ghats, they are playing very important role, even Eastern Ghats, they are also playing very important role to bring the monsoon towards the country, and Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats, they are again very important from the economic significance point of view. So major rivers, as I earlier also told you, that some of the Himalayan rivers we are having, that Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, these are very important rivers, and these are also having their important tributaries in the country who are also playing very important role in India. So some peninsular important rivers we are having like Krishna, Kaveri, Narmada, Tapi, or we can say Godavari, Mahanadi, so many peninsular rivers we are having in the country. Now see, 22° north latitudes divide the Indian Ocean approximately into two seas. So 22° north, we can say it is playing very important role, because it divides our country approximately into two seas. So we can say that Arabian Sea, or we can say Bay of Bengal. So 22 and 20° north latitude is also playing very important role. So earlier students, we have just discussed the standard meridian, right? Now one more question may arising in your mind related to standard meridian, that from which all states the standard meridian is passing. So standard meridian of India, that is 82° 30 minutes east. This is the standard meridian, right? So it is basically, we can say, passing from 5 states of the country. The first one that we can say Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, then we are having Chhattisgarh, then we are having means we can say Odisha, at the end we are having Andhra Pradesh. So from these 5 states, the standard meridian of India is basically passing. So from means in this manner it is passing from here. So this is basically 82° 30 minute east longitude, right? Next, India and the world. But see, before going towards this point, we have to also discuss about the Tropic of Cancer, because that is again a very important point. So Tropic of Cancer is again very important. So Tropic of Cancer, we can say it is basically passing from, it is basically, we can say, denoted by 23.5° north. Now Tropic of Cancer, it is very important. Tropic of Cancer, why Tropic of Cancer is important? Because it divides India almost into 2 equal parts, or we can say divides India almost into 2 equal parts, or we can say into 2 climatic zones. 2 climatic zones means we can say the southern part is basically the tropical zone, and this is basically the temperate zone. So it is dividing India into 2 climatic zones, or we can say almost into 2 equal parts. Now see, tropical and temperate, they both are having different features, or they both are having means different importance or significances they are having. Like tropical India means in temperate India we are facing all kind of seasons, but in tropical India we can say that we are facing moderate climatic conditions. Means throughout the year we used to found same climatic conditions, or we can say moderate climatic conditions we used to found throughout the year. But in temperate zone we used to found the conditions like continentality, or we can say extreme type of climatic conditions. Means in summers we used to found too much hot, in winters we used to found too much cold, and rainy season we also receive heavy rainfall in this region. So due to these regions, due to these climatic changes in these regions, we are cultivating more crops in temperate region as compared to tropical. But tropical India is having too much international significances, or we can say socio-economic significances, because it is basically bounded by the water body from its three sides. Now one question may arise in your mind, that from which all states Tropic of Cancer is basically passing. So students, Tropic of Cancer is basically passing from several states. The first that you can say Gujarat, second you can say Rajasthan, third you can say MP Madhya Pradesh, fourth you can say Chhattisgarh, fifth you can say Jharkhand, sixth you can say West Bengal, seventh you can say Tripura, and eighth that you can say Mizoram. So from these 8 states of the country, this Tropic of Cancer is passing, which is dividing India almost into two equal parts. So Tropic of Cancer is also playing very important role in India, right?